three co-equal branches of government in the United States. So you have the legislative branch of government, which is comprised of the House of Representatives and the Senate. You have the judiciary, which is the second branch of government, which is comprised of those judges that I told you about, as well as some others. And then there's the executive branch of government, which is led by the president. Well, interestingly, the U.S. Department of Justice falls under the executive branch of government. So the head of every federal agency is appointed by the President of the United States. Therefore, they're at-will employees of the President of the United States. He can hire and fire them at will. No,
I love that, because the judge that he cannot fire can come in now and make some decisions.
See that? Now you have
if he goes against the Constitution.
That's exactly right.
If he makes a personal decision.
So that's why you saw during the course of this whole immigration debate, and whether or not these children who were coming over could be sent back home. And you saw all of these different judges at the district court level, right, issuing injunctions against the president and against the Department of Homeland Security.
Because he cannot fire them.
Exactly. They have the power to do that.
And it's within their jurisdiction to make such decisions.
It's within their jurisdiction. But what's exciting about it, and that's, I think, is one of the unique things in America, is that these judges, they don't have any guns, they don't have a police force, they don't control the army. It's purely based on the president agreeing or not, or agreeing to take the action that the court says. But in all these hundreds of years that we have been a nation, no president has tried to go against the will of our judges, whether they're the Supreme Court or the Court of Appeals or the District Court. So think about it.
Because I suppose that's what they swear to.
Exactly, to uphold the Constitution.
To uphold the Constitution. And if they swear to uphold the Constitution, and the Constitution says that you've got to listen to the judge, and the judge rules and decides, they have no choice.
So there was only one time in our history that someone tried to go against the Supreme Court of the United States, and they couldn't fire them.
Who was that?
And so this was one of our presidents, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So what he did, in fact, so what he did was not to try to fire the Supreme Court, but to try to increase the size of the Supreme Court, so he would have a larger Supreme Court that would have more people who would rule in his favor. So there are presently only 9 justices on the Supreme Court, so he wanted to increase the size of the Supreme Court.
That was very political.
It was very political, but it didn't work. It didn't work, in fact, because the other co-equal branch of government and Americans said, no, 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 this is not how we behave as Americans. We respect the rule of law. We're a country of law, and no one is above the rule of law, not even the President of the United States.